it has been said that if you think education is too costly and expensive, try ignorance. I value education, and that can be seen among or within our family and among my children. So I wasn't surprised when Bome came to the podium and he was speaking, and Donald Duke turned to me and said, "Hey, he speaks well." I said, "Yes, it cost me money." Let me say this. God has created this country to be great. And we cannot blame God for where we have been, for where we are. We must blame ourselves. A friend of mine wrote a book, Greg Mills, and he titled it, Why Africa is Poor. I concluded that the poverty of Africa is a choice. It's a choice of African leaders. We do not need to be poor. That we are poor, we don't have God to blame. We have ourselves to blame. But can something be done about it? I believe we can. If we do not have to be poor and we are poor by choice, we can make a different choice. And if we make a different choice, we will put poverty aside. And we will be what God has created us to be. A land flowing with milk and honey. God hasn't created us to be poor. And the beginning of not being poor is education. And it was said here on the podium that reading and writing is not all that education consists of. A situation where we do not understand or know our history. Because some people, for whatever reason, believe that history should no longer be taught in schools. And as I said, as I was coming here, not knowing your history is like losing your memory. If you lose your memory, you will not even remember what you ate last night. And therefore, how can you be inspired for today and for tomorrow when you don't know your history? When you cannot even be sure of your identity, because your history is part of your identity. I came back from Mambila Plateau 3 days ago. And if I ask this audience, where is Mambila Plateau? Some of you may think it's somewhere outside Nigeria. Mambila Plateau is in Taraba State. And when people phone me and I said I'm in Mambila Plateau, the first question is, where is that? It is, to me, worse than an American that you say to whom you say, I am from Nigeria. And he says, oh yes, I have a brother in Kenya. Do you see him? And what Bome had done, which I'm happy that is appreciated by all of you here, and very much appreciated by me is that the important gap that should be filled very early in the educational preparation of our children, the important gap that should be filled by our own adult lack of knowledge can be done through this puzzle that he had created. I am proud of Mommy. But I decided to ask Rotimi and Baba Rotimi to come to the podium, because for me to be able to have the peace of mind and the ability to be able to think and show the initiative that have produced what we are launching today is because the domestic environment is conducive. And the domestic environment is conducive because Rotimi partly makes it conducive. And my in-law, Baba Rotimi, partly makes it conducive. I thank you very much.